MC, congratulations. Caution is out.
Thank you, Nessa.
I love it. Thank you so much for being here. Now,
Thank you for having me. Look at this.
Look, we did this for you.
Aw, it's so beautiful. And I love the cupcakes.
I know. We're going to have to go ahead and have the cameraman eventually come and zoom in on these custom-made.
I'm looking at the Rainbow album.
Yes.
Cupcake, my first album, The Emancipation of Mimi.
Yeah,
and Caution. Caution has a cupcake already.
I
Cheers
love it.
to that.
Cheers.
Thank you, my love. Cheers.
So is there a proper way to drink my splash?
Well, you want me to teach you my cheers, my special cheers?
Yes, please.
Okay. So it goes, you got to put your pinky out.
Pinky out?
And you go,
Hold on a moment.
lean in.
Okay.
And do 1, 2, 3.
3. This is so cute. Okay. I had my splash with MC. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
It is so incredible to be sitting here with such a legend, an icon, someone that's changed music forever. You changed my life forever. I'm a lamb. I love you. But you really, you changed the game when it comes to music and just how you were able to bring, your voice, hip hop, R&B, just everything together. Did you know that that's what you were going to do when you first started out in music?
Well, first of all, that's a huge compliment, so thank you.
Of course, absolutely.
And it feels good to feel like people have appreciated a little bit of what I've done with my life, because it's been more than half my life that I've been doing this.
Yeah.
And I love it. I didn't know what to expect. I was like, when I was growing up, I just loved the radio. I listened to the radio night and day.
Yeah.
And my goal was, it wasn't my end goal, but I was just like, when am I going to hear myself on the radio? And it's so different now because everything is like, it's not just radio anymore, but when I started, that was like everything. Yeah. So, being here back in New York with you today.
Back home.
On the release day of Caution is really nice.
And you know what? New York is so proud of you. Like when
I'm proud to be from New York. I love it.
I feel like every time I saw you, I was like, that's New York. I was actually talking to my makeup artist. She was like, you know what I miss? I love when MC would just be running around in the streets. It was just that New York vibe. And that's why I wore my faux fur for you today.
I love the faux fur. I do.
I wanted to bring that,
it's glamorous,
street glam
darling.
out here. Man, I'm so happy. Plus, the album Caution is great. I love that you worked with Ty Dolla Sign. He's so talented.
So talented. We going to be on the Jimmy Fallon show tonight.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Doing this song that we did together for the album Caution.
Nice.
Which is called The Distance.
Yes.
And we collaborated with Skrillex on that song.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was how Ty ended up on the song, because they know each other, So.
And that's a great collab. I love Ty. Yes. I love that you have Slick Rick on it.
And I've been a
Blood
fan of
Orange.
Slick Rick.
Yes,
we love Blood Orange.
Yes.
But Slick Rick, I grew up loving Slick Rick, and La Di Da Di's one of my all-time favorite songs.
Really?
Yes, it's one of my party anthem songs, and he's just he's royalty. And I've done so many collaborations, and the fact that I never worked with him, I've sampled him with the MC.
But did you guys actually work in a studio to have conversations
about? We
had
conversations about the song. It's a song called "Giving Me Life," and I work with Dev Hines of Blood Orange. We wrote the song together, and it was just it's Slick Rick just adds another element to it that for me as a fan really made me just feel proud and excited.
Oh yes, you got Gunna on the album.
Gunna, yep.
How do you know who to have on an album that's popping? I've always wanted, because I felt like you always looked out for dope artists that were, on their grind, they're out here. You always gave them a look, and I feel like you don't have to, but you always do.
I am a fan. You know what I mean? I love music. I love making records, and I love people that love music, and so it's just sometimes it'll be a recommendation. Somebody else will say, it might be cool to do this collaboration, something like that, and the best ones have just ended up being a blessing to me. I've been so lucky to be able to work with so many incredible artists.
Who do you still want to work with? If you had your top 3 that's I just have to eventually get in the studio with them, do you think about that, or are you past that,
I feel like if it's gonna happen, if it's meant to be, it'll happen. There's not really, I like to say I've worked with everybody from so many people that are like
Right.
all walks of life. Like I work with Pavarotti. I worked with Snoop and Jay-Z. Like so many people that it's like that I'm just like, wow, like people that have worked with that many people, you know, are few and far between. So I feel blessed to being able to say that like, this is part of my legacy.
Oh yeah. I mean, do you look back on your life and be like, damn, I did that? Or are you too humble for this?
I try to stay humble about it.
I'll do it for you. Damn, you did that shit right there, MC. What?
Thank
you did that. And I think that's, I don't know. I just feel like we need to show love to those who paved the way. And not only that, just keep changing the game. And I feel like even with this album, Caution, I just love the riffs. I love everything that you're doing on it. And because I know you're strong with your pen game, like I have a different appreciation maybe for it because you know, you love music, and I was just asking you, you've done it all. Why do you still keep making music? I mean, you could just be chilling with the kids, you know, far away.
I just like getting back into the studio with this album was just everything because that's where I grew up in the studio. You know what I mean? I did my first background vocal session when I was 12. And I was a background singer. I love the backgrounds. That's like one of my favorite things to do is to layer the background vocals, do different background arrangements. And some of my favorite artists like Luther Vandross, who was famous for his background vocals. I was honored to be able to work with Luther. You know what I mean? So it's like being able to continue that and it's just like, it's a part of my life that I would never want to let go. No matter what, I'd always want to make music.
God, that's love.
Yeah.
You know, when you've been so successful at something and you still do it.
Yeah, it's like I can't imagine life without it. So
wow,
yeah.
God, and how do the kids feel when you're in the studio? Do they come, jump on the mic, and they're just like, Mom?
We did a song. I wrote a song for them. And it's so cute, and I want to release it, but now it's like over a year old, so they sounded so much younger on it, but it's so cute. It's adorable. So I think I got to, like, after this week or something, let people hear it and know, like, this was just them having fun in the studio with me. And they come on stage. They're festive.
They're superstars.
Yeah, but they'll be like, why do you have to go to the studio tonight? Why do you have to go to work today? I didn't want to get up. I was so exhausted. And Monroe was like, you're the boss around here. Just tell them no.
But it's true. And you're kind of looking at her like, you're right.
I'm like, you're on to something. You're on to something.
You know, one of my favorite photos I was telling you is that when you were in bed and doing your voiceover work, yo, boss, I was like, this is the greatest ever.
Did you get inspired to work from bed?
Absolutely. That I was just telling Colin that yesterday. I was like, I got to figure out a way where I could do my show when I'm at home in the bed. Those are goals. You could do that.
But you could do that.
Can I? Can you help me tell my boss? Be like, yo, by the way, Nessa's gonna start doing her show from the house.
I would do anything for you after this presentation, please. If I could put in a good word.
Yes,
absolutely. All they need to do is hook up your
ISDN line. They got all that. That's
the ISDN line.
That's it, and we're done. We decided to bring Christmas early to you.
I love it, and we had the snow yesterday.
Yes, you brought the snow to New York for us.
I did a little Christmas video. I had to listen to my Christmas song. I usually wait till after Thanksgiving because I hate when people rush it. You know what I mean?
Do you?
Yeah, I like to have those holidays and then, because I don't stop. Once I start listening to Christmas music, that's it. And everybody that's with me in Aspen, they have to listen to Christmas music 24 hours a day.
I love it. Wait, so who gets invited to go to Aspen with you?
It's like this group of people, like my extended family, because we've tried different moments to have people that may not be quite as festive, and it doesn't work. So it's like, you know what? Don't ruin Christmas for me. Like nobody. You're not getting forgiven. Yeah. Like if that happens, just don't ever call me.
Please don't ever come back. It's fine. We don't want you again. Yeah. What does someone get you as a present? Like I'm trying to think, you know, like today, for example, I was like, what do I get Mariah Carey?
But look what you did. Come on.
Did I do
it's
okay?
So festive. I did not expect this.
Really?
I walked in here with the balloon. This is what I would do. This is what I do at Christmas for everybody that's with me. Yeah. But we also have Santa Claus. He comes. We got real reindeer.
Yes.
Yes.
That's so amazing to me.
It's a full-on moment.
I love it. You know what? I appreciate that you care about the moment so much because I just feel like now we rush through the day. We rush through everything that it's like, hold on, take a second, and you appreciate the holidays with your family and friends. I think that's important.
Yeah, I mean, spending time when I'm not working is like, I try to make it fun for everybody else because, you know, I know that I want to enjoy myself.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I literally have Santa Claus there and real reindeer. I'm not making this up.
No, I've seen. I love it. And, you know, I love that the family's together. That was just one of the things I love. I love how you guys been able to co-parent and be such a wonderful unit. What's some advice you could give to, parents who are trying to figure it out? What's the first step to enjoying the holidays together?
I think you have to recognize that it's about the kids first and what's going to make them have the best time and the best, just like the memories. You know what I mean? Put that first and then, try not to let your selfishness get in the way of it. Because it's hard,
Oh, yeah, we're humans, absolutely. Yeah. So what is a present that you would want? Like, what does someone get you for your birthday, for Christmas?
Well,
you have everything.
We don't have birthdays, only anniversaries.
Oh, yes. Anniversaries. I know better as a lamb.
Cheers to that.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, if they can't do diamonds, then they could just write me a nice card and we'll call it a day.
I
like
you
giving
so much.
gifts. I don't really care
Do
about.
you?
Yeah, I do. It's the only time I go shopping is for Christmas.
Are you out here in New York on Fifth Ave doing the whole thing?
I wait to go to Aspen and do it in Aspen.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
I don't even like shopping, but I like shopping for other people.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that's so thoughtful.
I just hate trying on clothes.
I hate it.
Yeah, I would rather get something, try it on, bring it back if it doesn't fit.
Yeah, I'm with you 100%. What what's been the worst pickup line anyone's ever used?
I'm sure I tried to forget them. I don't know.
I'm trying to.
What's yours?
Oh man, I've had like the regular corny ones of, I see myself in your pocket or what? It's like some corny.
Gosh.
It's bad. It's like, oh, I think there's a mirror in your pocket because I can see myself in it. And you're like, what? This is kind of creepy. I'm trying to think probably some of the worst ones that have been said to you. Do guys ever ask you to sing for them? They're like, oh God, you're so beautiful. Can you hit your high note for me?
That would probably make me walk the opposite direction. It's like, yeah.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm not with it at all. Do you wanna get married again?
Darling, for the third time? Are we going for 3?
Yeah. Yeah, live your life. Have fun out here.
You know what's fun about getting married? The wedding.
Yeah.
The dress. The whole thing. But everything else is a lot of work.
It's exhausting.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
But you make it look so elegant. You make it look easy.
Thank you. It hasn't been. But you know what? We live and learn. And yeah.
Do you want more kids?
No.
You're done.
I'm happy with rock and roll. I really am too. I can't. They're always like, "Oh, we want a little brother, a little sister." So I'm like, I think they actually have a half brother,
right?
And so that's great. To me, they're set.
Yeah, we'll get a puppy. We'll get a cat.
They want puppies, cats. They want and Nick gets them like snakes and all these kinds of things. I'm like, I always, when he takes them, I'm like, please don't bring them home with any new pets, okay? Nothing living.
Please, not a snake or a crocodile.
Right. We have 5 dogs. Like, I think we're good.
Damn, 5?
Yeah, because it's a long story, but I got a female dog when I already had a male dog, and now we have several. We have like a whole litter.
They were having fun. They're living their best life.
They're living their best life. We can't say, can't knock them.
Yeah, of course. When you were in the studio, and I know that's like your place, your zen, I know you've had a bunch of favorites that you've worked with. There's got to be some top ones that you enjoy getting in the studio with, that you're just like, man, that was some of my favorite times. Who would be like the top 5?
It's hard to make a top 5 of it because it's been like my life. But I end up, when I'm doing vocals, I end up in the studio with just me and my engineer, and it's just us. So only like a few times have I let people in because it's like a private thing, and I like to experiment with things.
Wow.
So I don't like people being like, try this or try that. I'd rather just have the chance to be creative. But on this album, I worked with Priscilla Renee, and she was one of the people that I really liked working with because we just had a great time.
Right.
BB Borelli,
Right.
we had a really good time on GTFO.
Yeah.
It was like some girl power moments
Yeah.
with this album, and I really enjoyed that.
I really enjoyed it. And I think that's important right now. And I think that you, again, have always been so strong, such a boss. And I feel like as women, we need to protect that.
Yeah.
You know, we should protect that. What advice do you give someone who's at their job or who's trying to sing or on the come up and you've been so authentic to yourself? Like you've never really wavered. You've always been like, I'm MC. This is what it is. This is what I do. What's up? How does someone stay so authentic to who they are, right? And being able to do it time and time again without wavering off from it?
I think they have to love it. You have to love it. Like, because you're devoting your life to something. Like this is my life. Literally, it's not like all of a sudden I'm going to decide to change careers. Like,
can you imagine?
But this is what I've always wanted to do. You know what I mean? Since I was little. So I would just say, just stay true to who you are. And one of the things that I'm really like, I had kind of like not the easiest beginning of my career. I had to overcome a lot of obstacles. But one thing that I said was, you can't force me to do other people's material. Because I was lucky enough to have like 3 labels that were interested in signing me. It all came together at the last minute. And then I was like, one thing I'll say is I have to be in charge of the material that I do. So even if they wanted me to work with another producer or something, I would be the writer or making the decisions of what I wanted to do. And it's hard because you start so young and people are like, they're the grown-ups, they're in charge.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you got to learn, like, wait a minute, I'm actually in charge of this.
You're the boss. You're the talent. You have the vocals. They don't.
But and the writing of it and like the vision for where you want to go. You know what I mean?
How many no's? I mean, I'm sure there's a lot coming up, and I think it's important for young girls who are watching who feel that, and young boys, they feel like their dreams can't get over that hump.
Yeah.
And they look at you now, but they only see the MC now, but they don't realize you had doors slammed in your face, that you were, living and trying to get yourself together. I remember you were talking about how you were a waitress, you failed at that. There was a lot of jobs you were doing that didn't work. But that experience, how many times do you think or you got rejected from going after your dream?
I don't know. Like it's a constant thing. It was almost like I had to get to where I was meant to be before it could happen. I'm actually happy that I didn't end up doing some of the things that I tried to do early on because it wouldn't have been, and I know I've had my struggles, but it wouldn't have been my path if those other things had happened. And I was blessed, but it's not easy.
It's scary, right?
Yeah.
How did you get over that fear to keep going?
It's faith, really. You just have to be really grounded in faith.
Oh, that's tough. And I feel like a lot of people, it's hard. Just anybody, regular job, and maybe you want to switch a job and you're just like, I don't know if I should do it. Just follow your heart. You kept going.
Yeah.
God, did the industry accept you when you first came in? Or were you like, I don't care, I'm the boss?
I didn't know I was the boss. You don't realize like you're paying for the dinners and the planes and the things. A lot of the artists don't realize everything you do is charged back to you. So you don't really realize, like, you think, wow, this is so incredible. But at the end of the day, it's your dime.
Woo.
So one of the biggest lessons I learned just from watching TV and seeing like people that are giving away their own money, basically, their publishing, I was like, I'm never giving that away. So thank God I still have my catalog.
Yes.
I wasn't, I almost sold it for $5,000 before I got a record deal. Yeah.
What stopped you?
I remembered I had seen something about the Beatles on TV, that they had sold their catalog and like the rights to their music. I don't know all the details. But yeah, it just made me be like, I'm never going to do that. But at that moment in my life, at 18, I was like, $5,000.
Damn. Wow.
Yeah. So luckily I didn't do that.
Well, look at you. Look at this. You get to celebrate, and I know you're getting ready to go on tour. Are we going to see you in any movies?
You know what? The last time I'm just happy. Did you see Precious?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Did I? Yes.
Lee Daniels really
Yes.
helped change my life by casting me in that movie. And we only had a day it was one day. He called me. I went down there, did it. It was one day of prep.
Stop it.
Look,
Look, we need to get you in some movies. Where the manager at? Where the manager at? We need to get this big Hollywood check. No, I would love to see you in more movies.
Thank
if
you.
If it makes sense for you, and I know you're busy on the road,
Yeah.
but we'd love to see that.
I love it. It's another form of creative expression, which, I really enjoy doing it. And actually, Lee has a project that I'm not allowed to talk about, but I'm excited to be a part of it. So,
Yes. Well,
We'll wait for
MC,
that.
I am so happy you are here. Thank you so much for taking the time to come through the Hot 97 back home. You know how we feel about you, and congratulations on Caution. I hope you enjoy your custom-made cupcakes.
I can't thank you enough for this spread. This is incredible,
you.
and for the great conversation.
Absolutely. And this was Katrina, my best friend, and Colin. We actually put this all together. This wasn't like, oh, we got outside people to do this. No, Katrina she ran around the city to make sure we brought Christmas to you and the holidays for you. And we hope you are enjoying this moment as well.
I am so enjoying this moment, and I can't thank you enough. And I'll be taking the jacket with me when I leave.
Take it. Take the boat for anything for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my love.